And with the second presumptive positive case of COVID-19 in Missouri, the state says it is prepared for an increase in the number of people getting tested. ABC 17 Sydney Olson is joining us live in Jefferson City tonight. And Sydney, the state, they're stocking up on supplies to test people for the virus.
A laboratory director here at the Missouri Public Health Laboratory tells me they've ordered more kits to test patients. This is currently the only lab in the state testing patients for COVID-19, but that could change. Today, the Missouri governor announced the second presumptive positive case of COVID-19 with a patient in Springfield.
I'm thankful the patient's doing well. That's always our North Star, how that patient's doing, and we're certainly thankful for that and would commend that patient for doing all the right things.
So far, the state's public health lab has tested around 60 cases of the virus, like today's positive test. When a patient is tested for the virus, their throat and nose are swabbed, and those swabs are sent to the lab. Right now, the lab only has one testing kit.
We do have additional kits on order from CDC. We get them free, but they are back ordered at this particular time.
Whitmar says the CDC will distribute 2,300 testing kits to public health laboratories in 2 to 3 weeks, meaning Missouri will have plenty of testing kits available with the number of people being tested. The Food and Drug Administration also recently lifted a restriction that allows both swabs to be tested together, saving precious supplies.
So instead of giving perhaps 800, getting as many as 800 patients out of one test kit, now we can get almost double out of that test kit now.
Whitmar says the lab has been dealing with these types of viruses and infectious diseases for years, and now with the help of modern technology, they're able to test more quickly and accurately than ever. He says private commercial labs are also working to be able to test for the virus as well, which would help with the workload. With years of experience in the field, Whitmar says even though there is not a high number of cases in Missouri, residents still need to take it seriously.
You have never had this coronavirus. I have never had this coronavirus. So if you get it, you may become more ill than if you've had it previously.
And Whitmar says because our lab here in Missouri is smaller than labs in some other states, staff will rotate and train to adapt to the number of cases being tested. Reporting live in Jefferson City, Sydney Olson, ABC 17 News.
All right, thank you, Sydney. And at today's news conference, the director of the Missouri Department of Health and Senior Services said state leaders have begun discussing the capacity to test more people. You can find that news conference on our website at abc17news.com. And meanwhile, in Kansas, the governor announced the state's first death related to COVID-19. The patient was a man in his 70s that had underlying health issues and was living in a long-term